So most people know exactly what to do to change their life, but they never actually do it. So today I want to talk about why that is. And I want to try and address the question like, are you happy? And do you feel content with your life? So the first thing I kind of want to mention, because I did say that I'd keep this like an open dialogue, and if people, make comments or reach out to me, then, I'll speak about it. So I got a comment on my other video that said that, my videos are monotone and the editing is simple, right? And that's intentional because without doing these videos like that, where I just speak like I'm having a normal conversation with a friend and the editing is fast, it takes an hour and a half to edit these videos, just cutting out minimal parts. It allows me to make this video every day. If I was to spend hours looking at how to do the best lighting, how to speak properly, how to speak, and then I set everything up, I get the perfect equipment, and then I start and I add B-roll and I do all this stuff, I wouldn't be able to maintain it. I'd have all of these things that people think makes a video successful, but I wouldn't have even developed my speaking, I wouldn't have developed my personality to even be able to speak on camera in the first place. So the way that I'm doing it right now is perfect for me. It allows me to actually be consistent, do this every day, and actually start doing something, which I'm really enjoying this journey. And I really love that I can just have a conversation like I'm speaking to a friend. And that's what this whole channel is about. And hopefully, over time, I'll become a bit more engaging. But at the moment, I just want to have a casual conversation. So, I guess my next point is, why do people stay in jobs and cities they don't like? People would complain to me at work that they're unhappy, they don't like their job, they don't like where they live, they want to move, but they don't do anything about it. And they always have ideas of what they want to do to get out of this cycle, but they never take any action on it. And that's just because it's so easy to not. And you can keep working at your job, you can collect the paycheck every week, and you can spend your evenings watching Netflix and chilling and going out and drinking on Friday night. And it's fine, it's comfortable, and you can live that way, and most people do. But I feel like there's so many people that have that inner want to have more. They never actually try and pursue that thing properly. They never just start. I think that real change happens when you're taking a risk, you're out of your comfort zone, and this is obviously just my take on it. I'm sure there's so many different things that allow people to change, but the biggest thing that allowed me to change and me to adapt this new mindset, this new way of thinking, is to just take that big risk, quit my job, and move somewhere and be uncomfortable, have to be responsible for my time and have to be responsible for everything, like keeping everything disciplined and keeping everything in routine. I think another reason why people also don't start is because they don't want to start because they fear that it's going to be wasted effort, and they could be, out with their friends, they could be doing fun things, and maybe if they just try and do this thing in the evening and sacrifice these other things in their life, and there'll be no reward for it, that it's not even worth starting in the first place. And trust me when I say, like, starting anything, I started a business that is doing okay. It's just making like me a bit of money to help me, not spend my savings so fast. I learned so many things just doing that. And yeah, I sacrificed, maybe going out or seeing my friends a bit more. I would be disciplined, and after work I would go and work on my business. But at the end of the day, it's like I grew so much from just trying something. And I would encourage anyone to just try. Like, if you have this idea, just try and make it work. Like, just try and learn each part of how you can start the idea and just try and like put it together. Don't procrastinate it. Just start. Maybe it'll work, you never know if you don't try. I guess once you do, make that change, if you get to that stage, to keep it moving forward, things that I've found super helpful are having core habits. So it's just having these things in your day that you do every day. Things that can be the same as brushing your teeth. So for example, going to the gym, like make that a habit, put fitness as part of your day. Eventually it becomes more of a enjoyable activity than a thing that's like, oh, I have to go to the gym, because there's other parts of your day, right? Like you got to get your to-do list done. You should have a to-do list every day, and work on that to-do list so you can complete the things that you need to do at the end of the day, feel good, and then you have the gym and it's like, oh, this is more relaxing because I've just done a bunch of work, and you can reframe it in your mind. So another thing that some people struggle with, especially when they're starting something new, is going off track, right? And if you go off track, then an example of that, I guess, would be having a day where you can't focus, you laze around, you watch TV, and then you think, and it can bleed into the next day because you get all this dopamine from watching Netflix or watching YouTube, and then the next day it's like, oh, I have to get back to work, and then you just want to watch the video again because you've got that dopamine from yesterday, and it's really hard to get back into it. And when that happens, just don't give up. Maybe it will take a day or two to get back, but just keep trying, and then once you flip it back in your brain to back into work mode, it will be so easy again. Just don't beat yourself up about it. Just slowly get back into it. Use a couple of days. Like really try and reset it kind of as fast as possible, but also don't force yourself, and don't feel bad if you can't the next day get back into routine. Like don't beat yourself up that you watched a bunch of Netflix, or you, I don't know, went out with your friends when you should be working, or you went drinking when you should be working. Just don't beat yourself up. Just take a day to recover, take 2 days to recover, and then get back into it. So one more thing that I would say would be a really cool habit to do, and for me, it's been a cool experience so far. It's only been 11, 12 days, but making this video every day and discussing my thoughts and being able to have something else that is just going on in my life where I can plan, and some people reach out to me already, which is really awesome to see, and having an impact, or just any one thing I said someone resonates with, it's really cool, and it's a cool feeling. So I'd recommend, if you want to, just start recording yourself. There's a YouTuber, I'm not sure what the name is, I'll put it up on the screen, but he does a 30-day challenge for people to speak to a camera. So every day, you record a video of yourself, you don't post it, you just record a video every single day, and he gives you tips. And it's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not looking really at tips, I'm just every day trying to improve, trying to make it a bit more engaging, all of that stuff. So it's a good skill to have, something that you can do super easily. You don't even have to post it, just make the videos. It's kind of like a diary. Really, really cool thing. Also, just briefly, this video, I just wanted to go over what I'd do differently if I was younger to put myself more ahead at this stage. And I'm super happy with where I am, but there's always things that you can do better, where you can be in a better position. I would have taken more risk earlier. I would have taken more risk with investments. I would have taken more risk with, quitting my job earlier, for sure. I wasted a lot working these work from home jobs where you don't have much going on, so you end up doing other stuff around the house or watching Netflix, stuff like that. Waste of time. I was just wasting my life pretty much. I was saving money, which is great, and that's how I'm here today, but apart from that, just a waste. And I would have found a skill that I was passionate about. I wouldn't have looked for a shortcut. I would have found something that I really wanted to learn, and learn it like you're at the university, but you're putting all your focus into this one skill, because you kind of need skills to be able to be successful, I think, at least. You can try and do these get rich quick, drop shipping, e-commerce, whatever, but without skills, it's going to be way harder. And with a skill, it kind of guarantees that eventually you're going to have some sort of success with something. So, for example, the skill that I'm learning right now is front-end web development. And, people are telling me, oh, AI is going to be doing all that. And it's yeah, I'm aware of that. So I'm thinking about AI while I'm learning that front-end web development. And yeah, just pick a skill, learn it. That's what I do. And I would have started these videos earlier as well. It doesn't matter how boring you think your life is. Even if I was back in Australia working my job, I would have done this way earlier if I sort of knew how it felt and how of a good experience it is to just record and speak. So I would have done that earlier. So as I said earlier, I just recommend you get started on that as soon as you can. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. I really enjoy making these videos, so if you do have any tips, or if you have anything that you want me to talk about, just let me know and comment, and I'll see you tomorrow.